Hi, and welcome to Learning Kitchen Live. My name is Monica. I'm a nutrition intern working with the nutrition team at Community Servings. And today we're going to be making a corn salad inspired by esquites, which is the salad form of Mexican street corn known as elote. And traditionally, elote is made with a corn on the cob that's grilled. It's covered in mayo and lime juice, and then rolled in cotija cheese with some spices. And so you can just grab it and go walk around, no utensils needed. But this salad has all those elements with a few tweaks, and it makes it a little less messy, a lighter salad, perfect for summer. So before we start, I just wanted to give a shout out to our sponsor, Boston Scientific, for supporting Learning Kitchen Live, and to remind you that the recipe will be in the comment section below the video. And there'll also be a brief survey. We would love it if you could fill it out, let us know how we're doing with these classes. All right, thanks. So I am just going to turn this on high heat, add some oil. So we're going to char the corn in the skillet rather than the cob on the grill to kind of get some of that roasted flavor, some brown bits. And we used frozen corn that we defrosted. You could use canned corn. You could grill the cob and slice it off if you wanted to, up to you. But we have 4 cups of defrosted frozen corn here. This will take a few minutes to start to char, hopefully. So while that's going, we'll look at some of the other ingredients. All right. So we also have some red bell pepper, which wouldn't be in traditional elote, but it's to make it bump up the salad. Got some good vitamin C here. We have red onion to add a little bit of bite. We have cilantro, and we have some jalapeno pepper, and I seeded it just to bring the heat down a little bit. I like spice. I don't know if everybody loves it, so I might leave it out. You could add it in later. If you don't like spice, you don't really need to add it at all. Totally up to you. You could keep the seeds in, make it super hot. So we can just add all these things in here. I probably won't do all the onion because it's supposed to be half of a red onion. It's kind of a lot, so we might do half of this. We can see how it looks at the end when we add the corn. I'm going to save a little of the cilantro to use as garnish for later. Oh, and I forgot my fun fact about corn. There are about 500 to 1,200 kernels in one cob of corn. So, fun fact. I can hear this sizzling a little bit, so hopefully we're getting some browning going on. But while we're waiting for that, we have the dressing. So in traditional elote, like I mentioned, we would put mayo on the corn cob to have everything stick. But we have Greek yogurt instead, and we have a non-fat version here. You could go for the full fat or low fat if you wanted to. But this really decreases the fat content of the recipe and bumps up the protein because Greek yogurt is just yogurt with a lot of the water strained out. So the protein content is just higher. And you could apply that concept to a bunch of other recipes. If you had tuna salad that's made with mayo, you could use Greek yogurt instead. If you are having a burrito with sour cream, just add a scoop of Greek yogurt in there for maintain that creamy texture, but a little lighter, more protein, less fat. So we got the yogurt. We have 3 tablespoons of lime juice. And we have some spices. We have paprika, half teaspoon. Some cumin, half teaspoon. And the recipe calls for some chili powder. We had cayenne, so I'm probably not going to put all of it, just in case it's a bit spicy. And so we'll whisk that up. Not quite browning, but it's still heating up. And so this makes a good side salad. If you wanted to bump it up a little bit, you could add some black beans to it. You could serve it with grilled chicken. You could have grilled fish on the side. You could make a rice bowl with some brown rice and the extra protein for more of a complete meal. Oh, I almost forgot the cheese. So we have cotija cheese here, and that is a Mexican type of cheese that would traditionally be used, and we were able to find that in the store. If you can't find that, you could use feta, which is similarly crumbly, has kind of the same salt content. So we're just going to add that in with the dressing. Save a little bit for the top of the salad. Mix it up. See how our corn is doing. I do see a little bit of browning. All right. You can hear it. So, oops, wrong way. There we go. I'm gonna add that in, oops, with our, oh gosh, spilling everywhere. There we go. So we just have this one bowl with everything mixing in, nice and colorful. And we can add the dressing to that as well. And if you're not a fan of some of the spices, you could leave them out, do whatever you want to kind of customize it to your own liking. We'll just get that all mixed in there. And really does look like the cob of elote with, you can see the spices and the creaminess and the cheese. But then there's that extra color from the bell pepper and the onion. And then we can just add some of that cheese on the top and your peppers if you wanted to. And then some of that cilantro for a nice, pretty garnish. All right. So there we have it. Nice, bright summer salad. And like I said, easily make it into a main dish if you want to. You could add it to quesadillas, make tacos. Really pretty versatile. But thanks for watching and hope to see you next week.